Hey! Hello everyone, and welcome to my what I eat in a day video. I have my breakfast. It is 2 pieces of toast with a slice of breakfast ham and 2 eggs, split up to eat. I wanted to make this video because I know I've talked a lot about the fact that I eat every 2 to 3 hours because of my stomach, that I eat gluten-free because of my allergies, and I realized that I never really actually shown what that looks like. So I'm gonna put timestamps in. It is 10:40 now. Now I usually wake up at 8 or 9 if I'm sleeping in, and I did wake up at 9:30, but I've had some interesting sleep, and that happens when I'm on my period. My sleep schedule just kind of goes out the window because of being in so much pain at night from either cramps or back pain or hip pain, other things. So this week I really just let myself sleep however long I need to sleep because I find that just makes things a little easier on me. But that does mean that I'm eating at basically 11 o'clock. Having woken up a little bit later, it means I'm really only gonna have 5 meals. I usually go 5 or 6, again depending on when I wake up, and not all of them are going to be like meals. There are plenty that are just gonna look like a good snack because that's just what I want. Again, my period, it makes my appetite a little wonky, so there are times where I'll have 2 pieces of cheese and some carrots, and that's a meal because that's all I'm hungry for. And that lasts me 3 hours. It really just depends on me. I just try and listen to my body, and when it says that it's hungry, that's when I eat. Like if I get hungry before I hit the 3-hour mark, because I do try and go the 3 hours when I can. If I hit 3 hours and I'm not very hungry, that's when I'll just have a smaller-ish snack. Because even though I'm not hungry, I've found that if I don't listen and I wait till I'm hungry, that's when I start getting dizzy and I can risk fainting. So even if I have just something very small, it's going to be better than having nothing, because faint. You may be seeing this and thinking,
There's no coffee. Do you not have coffee?
Wrong. I do have coffee. I just don't drink it or even make it until after I've had my breakfast. The baby has come to join us. I'm still eating. You have to wait. Yes, you do. Don't sass me. Yes, you can come up. Oh, it's right there, the perfect spot to lay. Hold on. Let me open the curtains. I know you want to look outside. He wants to look out the window. So back to what I was saying. You can have a little baby in the corner. Yeah, I find that if I have my coffee with my breakfast, it's usually okay. But since I'm home and I don't really have to rush anything, I prefer to just make my breakfast, have my breakfast, and make my coffee and have my coffee after. But if I have my coffee before, that's just bad. I can get really bad acid reflux, and it can just hurt my stomach to drink coffee on an empty stomach. So I do like to have a little something. What's going on? You going outside? You gonna go potty? No. Don't eat my breakfast. It's mine. Finn and Moxie are now going outside to go potty. Oh, we got another friend. You come say hi. We got Miss Opal friend. She wants to look at the dogs as they go outside and whip me with her tail, apparently. She has needs. She needs to meet her needs. Back to the coffee thing. I do think, excuse me, you're still in the house. You don't want to go potty yourself? Then, do you want to go outside? No? Okay. Then you see them. They went outside without you. You didn't go with them. They called you, you didn't go. Then you came back. They didn't wait for you. Moxie had to go potty. Finn is learning the very valuable lesson that when he gets called to go downstairs to go potty, if he comes back up, that's fine. What the hell? Yeah, if he gets called to go downstairs, he can go potty. But if he comes back up, that's fine. But it means that Moxie has to go outside without him. And it's a very hard lesson for him to learn. I don't even remember what I was talking about. Too many animal interruptions. So many. I remember now. I wanted to say that I find that if I put protein in my coffee, which I do have protein in my coffee, I'll show you in a minute, that can help with the stomach acid and the pain. If I have just like normal coffee with no protein, does not go well. I'm almost done, so I'm gonna finish the rest off camera and I'll be back for coffee. No. You need to look at me. I know you need to look at me. Well, that didn't work. This is what I mean by protein. I put the Fairlife milk in my coffee because it has 13 grams of protein in 1 cup. So yeah, if you drink the protein shakes, but maybe don't like the taste of them, I know my mom and sister don't, but you want the protein themselves, they have just milk. They even have a chocolate milk that you can buy. This is the fat-free one because that's just what I prefer. Let's go make a coffee. You're coming with me. I just realized this filmed horizontal and not vertical. It's fine. And my mug, my Hello Kitty mug. I have cinnamon. I put the cinnamon in first. It doesn't come out super well, but yeah, shake it hard enough because use the Kirkland bowl coffee. It's been started. What are you meowing at me for? Meow. Oh, we're purring. Miss Opal needs attention now. This is bad. Are we comfy? Are you purring, lady? Poop noses. Nope. I don't get poop noses with me. She wants to do it. Sometimes she just wants snacks. My coffee is done. I gotta sit you down now. So, I was trying to say it out there, but there's just too many noises. The reason I put the cinnamon in before I brew the coffee is because the hot coffee will actually like bloom the cinnamon, so it will be more fragrant. Cinnamon in the coffee. I now put the milk in. I know some people heat up the milk. I do have a milk heater frother thing, but it's hard to open brand new milk. You have weak hands. Yeah, I have a heater for my milk. I just don't want to use it, so I'm not going to. I do like a cortado ratio, which is like equal parts coffee and milk. Then we will finish it off with the Silly Cow chocolate mousse hot cocoa powder. This is like the only hot cocoa powder that I can buy at the store that's safe. It doesn't have like any milk powder, any. What are you two doing? Now they're running after each other. Yeah, it doesn't have any milk powder or anything in it like a Swiss Miss packet does. So it's not like just add water and there it goes. This one you do actually have to use milk, but because of that, it's literally just sugar, Dutch processed cocoa powder, and vanilla extract. That's all that's in here. Because of that, it's really easy for me to add into my coffee some of the time. And then I get hot chocolate coffee. I forgot something to start with. I'll be right back. Opal is left. Now is the point where I have to admit, typically at this point is when I would add in some of my buoy electrolyte drops, but I was not on top of making sure I got another order, and so I don't have any. So we're just gonna go with plain old salt, because it's better than nothing. I do have an order coming. It'll be here in a few days, but we're stuck with just plain salt right now. If you have a wheat allergy and your store sells the Silly Cow Farm and you're willing to spend a little extra. Oh, actually, they sell this Silly Cow Farm mainly during like winter Christmassy time at like Home Goods and TJ Maxx. I know people have feelings about getting food from there. I get gluten-free food from there all the time. I've never really had a problem outside of I tried something and it wasn't good. Like taste-wise, it was like perfectly fine otherwise. But yeah, they sell this and they have different flavors. This again is the mousse one. It kind of tastes like a marshmallow to me. They have just a normal one. I know when the holidays roll around, they have more flavors. Like they had a caramel one last year. They did a peppermint one. They had like a dark chocolate one. Maybe keep an eye out if you're interested in trying it. Also, these jars are just stupid cute. I will have my coffee. A giant truck will go by. I'm gonna do my normal journal morning things, and I will check back in a couple hours for my next meal. Hopefully I remember to film this in the correct orientation though. Hello again. It is now 1:30. I'm having a peanut butter jelly sandwich because I wasn't very hungry and I wanted a peanut butter jelly sandwich. Yeah, not much to report. What's in my face? Acne. That's what's on my face. I like my peanut butter jelly sandwiches more peanut butter than jelly. I know I have peanut butter. It's your favorite. You can't have any. No shipping. Fun fact. When I need to shut that. That is loud. Fun fact. When I was in the worst of my being sick all the time, one of the only foods I could keep down was mashed potatoes, or potatoes of any kind really, and peanut butter. So I had the little single cups of instant mashed potatoes. This was before I knew about my wheat allergy. Rice too, I didn't say that. Rice, specifically the brown rice in quinoa, just because it had a little more protein in it. And then we would get the to-go peanut butter cups, and I would just eat a cup of peanut butter with nothing else because it was the only thing I could keep down. Ever since, peanut butter has been a very important part of my diet, especially when I don't feel well, because again, it's one of the only things I can eat. And to this day, a peanut butter jelly sandwich, even when I'm feeling okay physically, makes me feel better mentally. So plus it's easy to put together. The only downside is begging boys who beg when you shouldn't. Yes, there's peanut butter, but there's also jelly you can have and bread you can eat. I know you smell the peanut butter and you want it, but you can't. I'm sorry. He's mad at me now. The cats are running around out there, hitting every goddamn wall. I know it's scary, but they're okay. I know they are. I believe. Not much to add today. This update, that's what I meant to say. So I will see you again, when? Around 4:30 for my next, I guess, dinner? Lunch? The next time I eat. Hey! Well, I thought I was gonna capture a very cute moment between the two of them, but no. I just capture Finn chasing her off for no damn reason. But hi, it's 4:30. It's closer to 5 actually. Tonight we have loaded fries. It's just french fries with cheese, cheddar cheese, bacon, and for me, jalapenos. I can't do spicy super often. I can only do it like once a week. And I like to save it for these fries because they are my favorite. And Finn is here. Would you like to come up and explain to everybody why you chased Opal out the door? You explain yourself, sir. You know explain. Stop licking the paper. You're definitely not getting anything. You were mean. Even if you could, but you can't. I think I said this morning, but I am on my period this week, the week that I'm filming it. I really needed a bit of a lower effort video, but I really liked this idea of showing off what I eat in a day for anybody who's having their own stomach problems. If you don't know, I have a slow emptying stomach, so that's the reason I eat so frequently throughout the day, because it just helps with pain and stuff. But my original plan for this video was to do a little bit more filming, like at least some b-roll of me cooking and stuff that I do throughout the day. Just majority of the video would be me eating. But when I got up this morning, I felt like I've been hit by a friggin' truck. Because if you don't know, when you have things like POTS and you have a period, because you have that blood loss, it can really affect all of your symptoms. And for me, the back half of my period is usually spent being pretty lethargic and struggling to do a lot of things, just because the beginning of my period is when I lose most of the blood. So that's where I'm at today. Yeah, I needed a little bit more low effort, so I hope you don't mind that there hasn't been more than just me sitting here on my bed eating food with you. It also means I haven't had much to say in this video. I'm usually quite the yapper. If you're new here, I usually could turn a camera on and talk for 30 minutes without blinking, but you can really tell that I am slowing down because I'm not speaking very much. I am excited though because it's supposed to rain tonight, and so it's been, like, I can see right now out my window, like, the trees are blowing real hard. It's a little darker than it normally is this time of day. I like the rain, so I will be here by my window, which is directly next to the bed. You're on the windowsill, and we will be watching the rain. The rain? We're watching the rain. Finn also likes to watch the rain. He does not like to be out in the rain. Very against being out in the rain. Yet he loves baths and pools, but not rain. I think it's because he doesn't like the mud on his paws, but he also doesn't like when we put little booties on him. He hasn't quite grasped that concept that the booties would mean his little paws won't be dirty in the rain. These fries are not crisp. Usually you want to have them nice and crispy before you put all the toppings on, because they don't really crisp when they have the toppings on. Everybody's having this tonight, so there were 3 trays, and mine was on the bottom, so mine did not get very crispy. And it's fine. It's not like it needs to be crisp to be edible. And right now I just want edible. I think that's gonna be it from me now. So I will see you again at about 8 for what's probably gonna end up being the last thing I have. I know I said 5, just the way everything panned out today. I think I'm only gonna have 4 because I want to go to bed early tonight, so we'll see then. Okay, I don't have a great, hold on. That's a little better. It's at an angle, but it'll work. So we have made it to 7:30, and I've decided that my final meal, it's not really a meal, is gonna be hot chocolate. Well, I guess it's a protein hot chocolate because I'm using the Fairlife milk. This is about 1.5, maybe closer to 2 cups. I heated it up. I tried to film it, but it's dark. It was dark in the hall with the microwave. I just heated the microwave. I heated the milk in the microwave. I'm sorry. But I'm gonna take some more of my Silly Cow hot chocolate mix that I used in my coffee this morning. I don't measure, by the way. I think I measured once, and I used about maybe 4 tablespoons. That feels right. Maybe 5. I don't know. I base it off taste. I put in what looks right, and then I taste it. And if I feel like I need more, then I put more. And I put cinnamon in my hot chocolate. I don't know if everybody does this, but I started doing it because as much as I love the Silly Cow firms, like I said earlier, it can be expensive, except when you get it at Home Goods, then you can get it at a slightly better price, but most of the time it's just expensive. So I started making my own Swiss Miss hot chocolate that I drank a lot this winter. It was 4 tablespoons of dry milk powder, 3 tablespoons of sugar, 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder, and then a sprinkle of cinnamon and a sprinkle of salt, which I need salt. And I would just heat up a little water. I have a electric kettle, so my electric kettle has like I can change the temperature. So I did 160 because if you put the dry milk powder in it with the hot water, it can like not dissolve correctly or whatever it does. It doesn't do it right if it's too hot. So I do 160 and I get a cup. I also mix it with a fork because I find that it's the best for getting clumps out. Needs more cocoa mix. I realized I did that whole clip and you couldn't see a thing with the actual cup. Oops. I think this is gonna be the end of the video. If I have anything else, it'll be like the edamame beans I have in my room. I love the good bean dry edamame. I can only have the sea salt one well, I should say I've only ever had the sea salt one. I know they have flavors like ranch and buffalo, and I think they had a wasabi one. I don't know if they still do. Flavorings for me get a little dicey, so I tend to just stick with what I know, and what I know is the sea salt is safe. I know that they also have noodles. I haven't tried the noodles. I'm very interested. That's correct. I love that this one tastes like a marshmallow. It's great. That is going to be it for me, so thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. It really helps me out. On screen now are my social media handles if you'd like to see more day-to-day things that I get up to. And with that, I will see you next week for a brand new video.